put some light on here. Yeah, there we are again with the gold print. And what is all happening? Oh my gosh, did you feel it? Did you feel the energy this afternoon coming in with full force? And well, we will have this till a little bit after the 888 portal. We are being prepared for what's coming ahead. When I was meditating, I heard a lot of success, abundance, creativity, unity and love coming in. And that is because Venus came into the sign of Leo, and Leo's ruled by the heart. So Venus is extra activated on the heart space and in the area of love, for unity and coming together as the masculine and the feminine that are doing the work together. So really, really, really intense. You know, as we are navigating through those energies, it's time to take a step back and rest. Take your rest, you know, because after the 8-8 portal, we will get this wave of getting pushed forward again. You know, it was like this afternoon, the Schumann resonance was so high. The X flare came in, the solar flare, and I was like, oh my god. I walked the street and I felt my eyelids going almost in sleeping mode, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's really hitting in now. But yeah, now the energy is cleared a bit, and I feel still tired, but you know, I can work through it. So that means that a lot of us get clearings, clearings of old stuff. So when you take the time to meditate, or you take the time to sit and be still, and a lot of stuff comes up with Mercurius going retrograde now. I have Mercurius in my Leo, so I will really, really feel that. And it's just, you know, things from the past are rising to the surface that we can clear out. And if we clear it out now, you know, we make a huge shift in, you know, clearing out old karma, clearing out old wounds, clearing out old stuff from the past. You know, with this solar flare, you know, and Mercurius retrograde, it can mean that all devices will collapse. You know, it could internet interruptions, it could be, you know, all your electronics would go wild. So that's probably what can happen. Um, Things that you planned will come to a halt. Traveling, all that kind of stuff, what you had in mind, could be interrupted, you know, and 11:11 on the clock. Wow. So yeah, it's here, karmic board of clearing. Wow. So there's a huge karmic clearing going on all directions, all sides. And rewrite your story and live your truth. Well, I think that's really very interesting, because we need to stay true to ourselves. We need to rewrite our stories. You know, if we keep on holding on to the past, and we keep on holding, you know, that yeah, for instance, the programming that we had in our childhood, or later on in our lives that would affect more of our our how did we call it, our program, that, or our decision that we made when we were 12 years old. You know, we already said, okay, I'm not following the script of our parents, but I'm following my own script. And when you made your script as you think that it was in your mind, we need to rewrite that, because that is an old belief system that we had when we were around our 12 years old, and said, you know, we were going to rewrite and we going to write our own story. A lot of things of the past were not as it was, as we believed it was. Wow. So we need to rewrite it, and we need to live the truth, as that we need to see the things that was not what we believed, but what is felt in your heart, what is feels in your heart as true. Because our mind is so easy to be influenced, uh, you know, by stories of other people, and then start to believe that story is true. But that's not the truth. The truth is always going back in your heart. Or if you walk a timeline back to that time, and then you see it from your own vision, from the vision of your parents, and the third dimensional or third party, um, or third view, you know, then things really can change for yourself. And then you discover that the things that you thought that they weren't that horrible after all. But our minds started to believe that it was horrible. So the karmic board is coming in to clear all that old programming out. It's a huge energetic clearing. It's because of the light that comes in, the fluxes coming in, that makes you feel, you know, like, okay, I need to take a rest so the energies can work on you. So really beautiful. And the golden print portal this week is already started with a lot of abundance. You know, abundance from all directions. You know, when I was walking today, I saw, you know, all the flowers, you know, and I was just standing still and saying, oh my God, how beautiful this garden is. You know, seeing the abundance, but also, you know, take that picture in your mind of that abundance and take that with you. And I think that's a really big thing to do at this moment. Um, the abundance of fruit, the abundance of sharing. If we take a potluck, or we share our food together, what we got from our gardens. You know, I was picking berries with my granddaughter this morning, and I thought, oh my gosh, how beautiful it is to, you know, eat just from the bushes and the trees and the apples that are coming next month. You know, it's you see everything grow, everything is in abundance. So yeah, the 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 red berries, and it was just amazing how we can feel and how we can connect with that abundance. It could be that your business is going to take off like nuts, you know. um, it's it's the abundance of money, it's the abundance of uh, yeah, what your business and your money is really taking off, that you say, okay, then where is this coming from? And the most beautiful part is, you're so one with everything you do. It doesn't take any effort. It's it's just happening. And that's the huge flow that comes in. So yeah, it's also Lughnadesh and or Lamas, if we say it. That is the harvest and the abundance you see everywhere. Um, it's the portal of love, of unity. People that it's the month of love. It's the yeah. I feel it so strong in my heart space. There's so much love. There's so much compassion. There is so much that you almost would say, okay, I forget everything and I just go in that love flow, and I stay there in that love flow. And that is really amazing. So I would say it's a beautiful space to be in. And you see also, when you are in that love flow, you see people react, you know, people I don't know from all directions are saying hi. Everybody's in a good mood. There is this energy, that radiation that comes from your heart space. People react to it, and it's yeah, it's amazing to experience. So unity for this second wave of twin flames that are in, coming back in union. Maybe there was a separation, maybe there was interruptions, because of the other portals, when the Sirius portal went open. There so much came through there. uh, and it was I had also feeling a lot of chaos magic happened, that in that time, you know so I felt it all around me, and I thought, okay, then I need to, shift my energy and do what is good at that moment for me. um and I think when you take that decision, you don't take it lightly. But there is a lot of stuff that comes out, and now it's all cleared out, and we're going through that eight portal. And it's the portal of yeah, you're going through that portal in union, on the other side. They're on the other side, they're waiting, and then this energy will happen, and to merge it together and lock it in. um that's what they showed me, and how those energy will work for you. Huge love, huge protection, really amazing. So those energies will help you to move through that portal. But also the big clearing is happening at the moment. Okay, let's see. Live your truth. Yeah, I told you already, you know, what the highest good for you is your truth at that moment. What is good for you is good for whole humanity at that moment. Crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energies are coming in. Wow. Yeah. Be clear, with everything you do in this month. Make clear communication. Don't leave loose ends hanging, that you start to doubt. Or every time, well, I will say that right away, every time when you start to doubt, your mind is getting hustled with you. They hustle with you, you know it's like you have the devil and the angel on your shoulder, and one is saying this, the other one is saying that. Where are you listening to? It's like the natives say, which wolf are you feeding? Yeah, and that's the same here. You need to be clear with your communication, need to be clear what you want in your life. So if you want, you have a certain direction in your mind or a certain vision in your mind, you need to clear it, be clear for that path to open up for you. So clear it up, clear that path up, clear your path with who is on that path, you know, who is on that path. And there is divine healing going on. When their divine healing is going on, then everything will become transparent. You can see through it. You can see into the future. You can see around you what kind of energies there are, what what can heal you, what can shift you. So, and it's a high vibrational energy. It's not a vibrational energy because it's the skull clearings. It's coming to the crystal skulls that are buried on all directions of the earth, that are getting activated by those high vibrational energies and frequencies that are healing Mother Earth, because of the warmth, because of the heat, because of the energy, the Schumann resonance, everything what's going on at the moment. It's expansional. It's we getting such an expansion of growth, of moving through things that we never were able to go through, and sometimes we say, oh, am I made for this? Can I, do I have that power, to sustain through what this whole journey brings? Yes, you have, because you're already put in that alignment. You're already put on that path. You're already put on that journey. For instance, if we start to talk about the twin flames a bit here, yes, the twin flames are on each other's path to do that work together, and they have to figure it out if they can come closer to each other into union in, if it's a karmic a karmic union, then that old patterns are repeating itself, and the same is happening. The heart is closing off. All these things are happening, but when you're going a step further and you're going to the higher heart, that higher heart get that activation of the high vibrational energies, then there's just love flowing, and you can move with that. You don't, then there is no doubt. Sometimes in the separation, one gets more anxiety than the other, because it depends which sign you are, because everything has its influence. But the old energies can, or your old traumas can give you that anxiety. But if you're moving up to that higher vibration, then there is no anxiety, because anxiety is only when you look too far ahead, that you make up things in your mind that are not ready there. you know, that creates anxiety when you stay in that now, and you have that layered timeline, you know, when you stack up, you know, all the things that you want on your path, and you keep it in the now and you walk that path, and it's like all ley lines or vibrations underneath it, you know, you walk that path and everything comes your way. And um and just repeating the things in mantras or in mudras. Use mudras if you need, you know, to get rid of some overwhelm of anxiety, or if you have doubts, you know, go and meditate, go into nature, take a run, or you know, dive into the water so you can clear. You need to shift to be able to to keep that channel clear. Okay, and get out of that mind space. But that's what the skull wisdom will do for you. You know, they have so much memory, they are so connected with Mother Earth and to the star beings, that we can do so much, you know, in that space. There is a huge shift with the financial world coming up. So it could be that huge things are shifting there. Financial markets we need to watch out for. Um, Palladian energy. Palladian activations are coming together. Harmony in the heavens, and there is a resolution coming your way. And that's what the Palladians are doing. And this is so interesting because when you're connected as twin flames together, you know, all these lines are connected, you know, to your higher heart, to your heart space. See how it works? It shines and becomes brighter and brighter, you know. We can work with that energy. We can shift that energy and take all those codes that coming in. You know, it's really beautiful. And in the center, it's your heart space. So it's coming together as a tribe, coming together as we all know, the Lyrans are coming in. They are full force. So if you want to journey with me, I have on the 8-8 portal, the 888 portal, at 8 o'clock in the evening, I have a transmission. And I take you on a journey, and I will give you some healing codes. And this is going to a different timeline, a different dimension. I will take you into the light, and you will have that beautiful Lemurian experience where we're going through wormholes and portals, and we can see so many beautiful things. It's a visualization. I can't tell you how long it takes because that depends how my guides guide me to give the transmission. So most of the time, I think it's about an hour. I'm not sure. It can be shorter, can be longer, but I let them guide me and see how it all works. So you can connect with my guides, meet my guides, and feel into it, where you want to meet and what is there for you to receive. You know, there's always healing in that light. There's always healing in that space. So yeah, it's really interesting because I did those activations for a couple of years, and then it stopped. And now they say, okay, you have to go online again and use those activations. So there will be an 8-8 portal activation, Palladian activation, and so many beautiful things you can see in that journey. So a resolution. All things resolve already in the light. All things like uh, anxiety, doubt, fear, everything what our vessel holds, as a program will be resolved, and in that light there is always healing, there's always resolution of any kind. It's just coming together again, and there is harmony not only here between humans. I hope to dissolve some stuff what's going on in Palestine, so we can send some energy there, and stop stop people, you know killing each other, stop the wars energy. We can do all that kind if we do it in a collective way. So let's if there's harmony in the heavens, then there is harmony within us. If there is the disruption in the heavens, then there is disruption within us, because we are getting our codes from that frequency. So, and we feel it. We feel if there is we feel that there's a war going on. And sometimes there's I see it as a kind of a ceasefire. Then they said, okay, we stop now, because there other things have our attention now where we have to focus on, and then it clears out. And then after a while, it's like gathering, and it's going on again. It's like, hmm, how do they say it? It's almost like both parties needs to upload their energies again to be ready to take it to the next heat. That's how they show me. Retreat, and then all parties retreat, and then they upload themselves, and then, yeah, making themselves ready for a next one, next turnaround, I hear. But this time, the strongest Lyrans, the white lions, are coming in from Lyra, and they dropping in, bum, 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 everywhere. It's because the light is needed, the protection is needed, and they holding space for all the portals that are opening. So what will that do for you? Wow, again, star being healing codes. So it's a period of just healing, healing, healing. And that's what I said last month, right? Was also a month of very, very severe healing, what needed to be done. And now we're just some important information is coming through. Um, Wounds are healed, and recharging. Well, I rest my case. I just channeled this. Recharge yourself. Upload yourself before you need to go again. The wounds are healed. The old wounds what we had last month. That we said there were 7 portals opened last month. We went through 21 initiations. That means every time you go through a clearing of your wounds, you get an initiation. They show you what needs to be healed. And now they say the wounds are healed. So for August, you needed to be ready because it's the fire energy, it's the fire sign. That's the best possible time to see if your wounds are healed, because fire brings everything to the surface and makes it extra strong. And there is some important information coming through on the 8-8 portal for Mother Earth. So the core, I hear the core wounds that you carrying in your system for such a long time, the really deep core wounds, those are healed. It's done. You don't have to suffer again, of those wounds that are getting triggered or what, because you met already your counterpart that triggered that part to the surface, and the divine said, okay, you did the work by sitting still, looking at it, what I said, going back to your childhood, look at different points of views, viewing it, and knowing that the things that you thought that was true weren't true at all. So um, it was just your mind that made up that story to protect yourself, not to get hurt so severe and deeply anymore. So that part is healed, and it can has to do with abandonment wounds. It can has to do with abuse. It can have to do with, you know, um, you know, separation, divorces, um, all kinds of things. That is what you feel is your core wound. Um, so yeah, those wounds are healed. So now it's time to recharge, to take it easy for yourself, lean back, and enjoy the ride, because it was a pretty intense ride this year, energetically, with all the solar flares. And the only thing I can tell you now, it won't stop. Those solar flares won't stop. Next year, it's even topping it. So it's what we need to do is we need to get um, much as light within our system and in our DNA and in our bodies to be able to sustain that kind of energy, that kind of solar flares, that kind of heat that comes through with it, you know, so our so we can still move through that energy. Really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. Last card, and then I will take the star seed cards. And this is for the divine masculine and the divine feminine, on the journey. Venetian Galactic Council. Star being guides. Your star being guides are here. You answer the call and they answer your call. So if you call them in, and if you know the Venetian um, the women, the light warriors that work with love, if it's your time to shine. So if you hear the call, answer it. If you are on that journey and they say, okay, you have to take action now, take action. Answer that call from your guides. Answer the guide. Answer that call. You know, they are connected with the very powerful 7 star. I hear the 7 star. When I connect with them, my head totally starts to be light, light within. So it's the 7 stars, the 7 sisters, the 7 chakras. Of course, we have more, but within our system, we getting shifted. They are here to bring more love and light into this world. You know, they holding that space as light warriors around us for love, so more love can come in. Venus is the planet of love entering Leo. So with all these healing codes, with all these activation, with all the wisdom that comes in, and the healing that we get, and the support from our universe and our guides, that is really saying, you know, you are ready. Make sure you're ready. We need you, and we are your guides, and we are guiding you through all the processes that you need to go through to be able to do the work for Mother Earth, for the collective, for to create more awareness, to wake up our Earth, you know, to wake up humanity. Um, yeah, that's what is needed. There is so much diversion still going on that needs more light. Bring light to the places where there is war, where they suppose to hate each other because of the separation they set in. The people lived together. It's a second Sarajevo. That's what I heard from the beginning. It's the it's the same in what happened years ago, and it's just a money machine. And money machine, and how do you get as much as possible people from this earth? You know, yeah, bring in more light. That's it. Bring in the light of Venus. Bring in the light of the powerful seven, the 7 sisters, connected with the Palladians. So, yeah, really amazing. So, what else do we have here? 3 cards. Flip out. The Golden Children. In the inner child, tenderness, innocence, and you have rare gifts. They have rare gifts, the Golden Children. The Golden Children from Lara, the Golden Children from Leo, from the Sun, connected to the Sun. The inner child is golden. The golden children are coming in next through this portal. So don't only go through those portals, but also protect those portals, not only from above, but also from the earth, that we are holding space and sending energy to those portals, so the golden children, the golden souls, can come in and can be embodied and engraved here in this earth. So we can use those rare gifts they bring into this earth as a huge shift that they will make. You know, just like the star children, the golden children, the crystal children, they all having their own gifts. And when we shift those and we put these children on high places throughout the whole world, and we acknowledge those gifts, then they change this world. They absolutely will change this world. So yeah, really amazing, really beautiful. So not only go through that 8-8 portal, but also protect those portals, because those souls are coming through those portals. Okay. Portal. Second one, portal. Doors are opening. You decide, you get your reward, and it's a wild card. You know, you never know what's on the other side of that portal. Um, and it's always resonating with your frequency, with your vibration, with what do you want to go, what do you want from that portal. Do you want the love, the abundance, and the success, and the unity, and and that is out there for you, for the grasp? you know are you taking it? You decide. You can go a different direction also, but you decide. There is always a reward, you know, when you go through that portal. It could be that, um, sometimes we go through the portal um, to meet our beloveds, you know, and how beautiful is it to visit your beloveds on the other side. But you never know who is coming towards you. You always need to ask and interact with that soul or with that spirit, um, to find out who it is. Sometimes you see them because they show them in the physical form. Sometimes you don't. And then you have to figure out with which guide you are connecting. So it is, you never know what is on the other side of the portal, and it needs a lot of trust. Trust what is on the other side that is for your highest good. Then you have the portal of unity. Do you want to come in union, or do you say, okay, I let this one pass me by, and wait for the next portal to open so you can enter that one? So it's all up to you. You decide, if you take action on that portal. And how beautiful is it when you can take action on every portal, that every portal gives you a reward. It brings you closer to where you want to come, where you want to be, where what you have in mind for growth. Where do you want to grow? And I think that's the huge thing that we can do for ourselves. to go through that portal without fear, with guides. You always have a guide with you to support you. So really beautiful. You are not alone. So if you go through a portal, you will never go alone. If you go to a portal, you always meet someone. You always are, you having a guide with you, or you take your guide with you when you go through that portal. Maybe you want to isolate yourself. Maybe there is a physical connection and there is a community. So if you had, if you were in a time of isolation because of the healing that you went through, no, you're not alone. If you go in hermit mode and you think, okay, I want to be on my own, and I have to do this by myself, I have to work through this by myself. No, you're never alone when you're doing that work, that you're always supported. And if you need support, call out. Call out to your community or friends, or, if you need physical connection, or you need a hug, or, you know, or you want to be held, or you want someone to hold space for you, reach out, because there's always someone there that can you connect with, that can hold that space for you, that can give you that advice, that can give you that healing, that can give you that warm and loving hug that you really need. Or it is a sign that you say, okay, I need to hold my inner child, that I need to hug my inner child, that I need to work with my inner child to give it the security that it needs. And actually, it's the inner child that needs that security, and not the adult. Because as an adult, we can feel that feeling of being alone, but you're not alone. It's there is a huge difference of being lonely or alone. If you're alone, you can always reach out to your community, to your friends, and say, I don't want to be alone today. Reach out and go and do something fun together. And sometimes you need that physical connection with each other, just to touch or to hold each other's hand, or to know that somebody is still there. You know, yeah, know that there's always someone out there that can support you, that you are not the only one that has that needs, or that have physical needs. Okay. Most of the time, that is after a period of isolation, you retreat, and then you want to go out again and in the open, and have that person next to you that you can count on. I just had a beautiful reading about this afternoon, so that was really beautiful. And it was also this topic coming up. It just resonates with all the energy that's coming up. Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Well, how beautiful is that? So you are the messenger. You are the one that brings healing and harmony and bringing balance in your life. And this comes also from Cyrus energy. I call it the Christ consciousness, Christ, Jesus Christ is energy. Also the energies of the ascended masters, where we can connect with and call in when we need that energy, connect with them. And they come to give you that harmony, to give you that balance, to give you that um, security that you need. And it's so interesting because our whole system in the third dimensional realm is based on security. We all want to be secure. We all want to have that security, that we are safe. You know, it's the seven needs we have in our lives. But if you want to be secure, then it's boring. You know, try the action and no, the excitement of being comfortable with things that are uncomfortable, and then there will be growth. So there are little steps we need to make to get over that threshold, and and to give ourselves what we really need to get extra, you know, tension, extra tension. It feels as a tension, um, when you do things you never did before. Uh, I I remember when I was bungee jumping before I went bungee years ago. I think I was my 30s, and I thought, oh, let's do it. You know, this is one on my bucket list, and I want to do this. So when you go up with that lift and you see it's getting higher and higher, you get that huge adrenaline shot through your body, and before before you dive, you stand there on this edge, and you see just water beneath you, and you're like, oh my gosh, you know what? Don't think. They said, you want me to push you? I said, no, I jumped myself. And before he said, okay, then I count to three and then you dive. So you need, don't think at that moment, otherwise you will never jump. It's just, it was just, don't think and go and surrender. And wow, I think that was the biggest thrill of my life, that I did the bungee jumping. Uh, I, oh no, paragliding was also one of them. But yeah, you need to have that. Yeah, sometimes that I think I lived on adrenaline, on that rush for 4 days. I was just as light as a feather, and I did something as a challenge for me to step over a limit that you think, that you never would ever do in your life. And when you do it, it's such a huge reward. It's just such a rush, such a high. And I also know you can be addicted to that kind of stuff, to because you take the next step and the next step and the next step to feel to that they can meet that rush in your life. So yeah, I think that was yeah, that was the biggest rush I had in my life, to bungee jump from, what was it, 80 meters, yeah, I think 85 meters or something like that. It was like, oh my gosh, if I think about it now, I would. Well, there's another one that still is on my bucket list, and that's zip lining. So I think that that's still on my bucket list, that I want to do, over a beautiful site, over yeah, Mother Nature, over trees, or through trees, or over water, or whatever. I think that's that is on my bucket list. But that's I think the things that we need to do to challenge yourself, to take a next step, and going through that portal. And yeah, so you know that you can get comfortable with the uncomfortable, that the anxiety and the fear, and all the things that going through your system at that moment, and then still have faith that everything will be okay, that you be carried, and that you be guided, and that you do the things that is out of the normal, to get you over that threshold that holds you in this secure and comfort space. Okay. Well, um, that was it for this week. I hope I will see you Thursday, if you are able to make it at 8 o'clock in the evening. I will do a transmission. Um, I can take you on that journey, and I hope you're perfectly well. Wish you all the best for the upcoming days, and I see you next time. Okay, bye bye.